listeners, Harika here, and I'm super excited to welcome you to Upptalk. If you're ready to learn and get your hands work wonders in the world of information technology, then you're in the right place. When I say Upptalk, we are not just another edtech company. Consider we are your learning partner committed to unlocking your full potential. Whether you're stepping into the world of technology for the first time or looking to advance your career, we provide top-tier, hands-on courses to build up your career. Let's take our first step towards learning here and explore it.
Today I want to cover about email automation. And then we will talk about PDF integration, how to work with PDF. That two topic we will cover today. I'll create a blank process. Today I'm going to cover email automation because it is showing that it is already exist. I'll change the folder path where it is in a just folder and selecting it. We need to talk about email automation. Now I'm going to cover about email automation. When you talk about email automation, AJ, there are three ways of connecting it. One is Outlook. And one more thing is SMTP, OPT. And one more thing is what I map. And one more thing is Exchange Server, Exchange Web Server. You can connect with any of this thing. Outlook, you can connect SMTP. You can connect for P3. You can connect IMAP. You can connect Exchange Web Server. You can connect when you're working with Outlook. What is a prerequisites? What is a prerequisites? Yes, wherever you're running a bot. Generally, when you remember just when I'm talking about the architecture. When we will create a bot, but we'll run the bot in different environment. In a production environment. When you're running the bot, for example, I'm a developer, but I want to run the bot in your machine, means the email configuration should be in your machine. It will automatically pick up your email configuration. What is it when you're working with Outlook? What is a prerequisites? The Outlook should be installed and configured. Configured with the email account with a runner email account. Runner means whoever for whom the bot runs the bot. SMTP is nothing but for sending an email. SMTP means Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. This is for sending an email. Sending the email. You can choose any account, whether you can send it through Outlook, or you can send it to Gmail, or you can send it to Yahoo. Like that, various account you can send it. POP3 is for reading the email. But reading the email when you're using POP3, when this for reading the email. But for reading the email, if you're using POP3 server, means it won't read from the server. It read from client. Generally, You know that what is our request? We want to read all the emails. You should read the email from the server. That is what is POP means Post Office Protocol. And I'm MAPS again. This is also for reading the email. But what is the difference between POP3 and IMAP? It reads the email from server. Which one we will use it? We will use client or server. We will always read the email from server. And one more thing is Exchange Web Server. The people who are using the old method of server, for them, they will use it. Now I think nobody is using Exchange Web Server. Most of the people are using only this 4 type. Now let me go to my UiPath. Now one thing I'll do and just change that into comment. Now when you go to the activity tab, when you go and search mail activity, you can see here. Can you see that? A lot of emails, we have it with auto hide it. Can you see that? 3 types I told you now. One is IMAP, Outlook, POP3 and SIMG. What is the pre-request I told you for Outlook? It is in your system. I mean it's configured in your system. It will automatically take the default Outlook which is installed in your machine. Suppose if I'm running a bot in your machine, it will automatically take the Aegis system. If I run the bot in my machine, it will take whatever Outlook installed in my machine that it will take. Got it? Got it. But what is the pre-request for this? If Outlook is not installed, the bot will fail. Correct? Got it, Ajit? That is what we can do using the Outlook. Can you see that many things are there? Like, you can delete your Outlook. You can get Outlook. You can mark the Outlook as read and unread. First, we'll see how to work with send Outlook message. Let me go on, create new sequence. Sending Outlook. Sending Outlook message. Sending Outlook message. When I go and select this activity, send Outlook message, it will ask you certain details. Ajit. Like to whom you want, what is the subject of the email, what is the body of the email, and if you want, you can attach the file also. But out of that, we can see some other parameter, like you can see here. Like if you want to, you know that when you are sending the email, we will choose the priority. Yes, like normal importance. Normal, low, and high. You want to send an email in HTML format. That means you can send it or you want to save it as a draft email draft. It's a draft and sensitive of the email. Normal, personal, private, confidential. Like that. You can choose the subject to BCC copy. Like that. All the details you need to give. See Ajit, once you've done your process successfully or failed. Log detail is there, but you want to get some confirmation. Yes or not? You want to send a confirmation or you want to send an attachment. See, for example, let me take your SAB automation itself. While you're pushing your data into the SAB automation. Once you push your data into the SAB automation, finally you need to send an email to an person or this is that this dot or type of document. You may want to attach it also. Or no? That is, send email will be a compulsory one activity of all the automation. Got? That's only as a part of automation. I'm not telling that we won't use it. I'm sending an email to different mail ID. Jacob. I'm sending a subject. Welcome. And then you can put the hi Manjula, like whatever message you want to send it. You can send it, and otherwise you can click on this open advanced editor and you can type it here. But remember, all these things are string data. Welcome to your iPhone. And then click. And if you want to test the file, you can select the argument. Here you can pass the parameter, but I mean the part of the file. Part of the file is part of the file. Now what that look? Let us take one of the file. When I go on click on attach file, I'll put it in double quotes because it is a string data file. Now let's go on and the bot. But I didn't give anything like which account. Did I give any email account from which server I need to send an email? The phone will take my Outlook. It's executed. It's successfully executed. But what is the prerequisite for sending an email? The Outlook should be installed in your machine. You understood the send Outlook message. Now next is how to read an email. Read an Outlook message. For reading a thing we have to use activity called get Outlook message. Got it? Can you see default? It reads from the inbox folder. But if you want to use, like you know that, maybe we will customize our email for the structure. If you want to read it from a different folder, then you have to give the path here. For example, I want to read the email from my personal folder means inbox. You can give it as a / and you can give personal. Something which folder you want to read it. You can give that path. And once you read the email, you know that after reading the email, you want to make it as a model. You can mark it as it. And what type of message you want? You want read only and it message, or you want to read all the message. What I want read all the message. And here you can see the option New Year's first, words first. I'm just giving New Year's to first. How many emails you want read it? Default, read the 30 emails. But if you want to read 40 emails or you want to read top 5 emails, then you can give this top 5 emails. I got it. Now all the message. Whatever you're reading, it comes to it in the output parameter. When you control key. My main message. It will create a variable. When you go to the variable, you can see that my main message, what type of variable is listed. What I will do, I have to do multiple. What I will do, you know how to read the value from the list for each item. for each email also available. This is only what I will do for each item, for each email. For each, what I will do, I will give my main message. Got it? See very well. My main message. But I think you know that for each item, you can see the type of argument. Now it's good. It is changing it. But in previous version, we have to default it to take a data type object. Now it is default changing the data type. No need to worry about it now. What happens? Each make it will store it with current item. Now what I will do? I'll just show you in the message box for quick understanding. Message box. You want to, when you talk about email, what are the things we will talk about? What are the things we will look in the main email message? Email, subject email from email date like that. That is what I'm talking about. Current item dot. Can you see edit automatically? All the copy body of the email, all the details you will get. Date of the email. And subject of the email from whom the mail has received. Subject of the email. If you can see that subject of I'm just printing the subject of the email. Got it. Now let's go. I'm just printing the subject. But can you see the current item dot subject? It reads from which folder? Read at a. It reads from personal folder. Now let's scan the file. Can you see all the subject? I'm getting it. Can you see the subject? I'm getting it. The 4 emails are there because I'm reading only the top 5. First, what is the activity? You need to use it. You have to use activity name. Once you get output message, what is the activity? You need to use it for each item. And what is the way to see? You know that. Get output which is stored, the output value, the output variable. You have to use it in for each, and then you can access that. Now, you see now when you talk about this, one thing I'll do, I'll send it to myself. I will read from the inbox folder. I won't reply to the email, no. I'm just sending. I'll run this botnet. I'm just running the file. One time it is executed. I'm sending again. 2 times. When you go and see in my Outlook, I can see it to your Outlook. Can you see that? I got the mail. You have 100 message. Now, instead of reading from inbox folder, where we are reading the email. I'm reading from personal folder. Now I won't read from the inbox. I'm just removing that. I'm putting in the double quotes. I will read the top 2 emails. Now, why I'm covering this topic is why I send an email. I want to reply to the email. I want to follow the email. Just please remember that all the activity which are the activity delete Outlook message, mark Outlook message, move Outlook message, reply to Outlook message, save Outlook message, set Outlook. All these things should come inside this loop statement. That you cannot do it separately. See, I want to reply to the email. What you can do? You can see there is an app that should be inside this folder. which loop inside this for the after reading the email that you can do it. Reply to Outlook message. What I'm going to reply it. I want to say what is the mail we send it inviting welcome. What you can see this is current item. You need to use current items. It is asking which mail you want to reply. Which mail you want to reply to, which is the mail I want to reply current item. What is the body I want to say? I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Inviting something like thank you for inviting. Something. Now I'm doing got. I'm applying to the email. Now let's go on random. Can you see Ajit is reading the first mail after replying to the email or after reading the email? What I want to do it. I want to mark Outlook as which item may be current may, and you want to change the status into red and Android. Got? By that means what I'm saying is, when you're reading a new email, it won't change the status. If you want to change the status means you have to use this activity called mark Outlook as red and Android. Now let's go on. Now you see the difference after reading the email. It changes status into red and unbranched. Welcome email. Welcome email. Now let's go on. See that Outlook. You can see that. Can you see Ajit? Change the status into red and I'm getting reply to the email also. I will get to email because this email can be reading the top 2 emails. Only the top 2 emails. It is reading it and you can spot that again. It is replying to that email. And if you want to delete the email means you can see again. Again, I'm telling you, if you want to delete that email again, you have to use only that which account inside the loop only. Which email you want to delete it, you can give the current. Now let's go on. I think I don't want to reply to the email that has disabled this activity. I just want to delete the email. Let's go on, and after reading the email, it will automatically delete also. Can you see that it is reading the 2 emails and it is deleting also? Let's go and check it. Can you see that 2 emails are not there? It's got deleted. Now default. I'm working with inbox, but if you want to do with other account also, you can choose your folder, whichever folder you want. Got it. Understand, delete Outlook, get Outlook, mark Outlook. And another thing is, if you want to move the emails, see, can you see the default, all the email? See, you know that we will maintain the folder structure, no object. I think you know that one of the person who did this has automation itself. Because when she's a higher authority girl, she want to by end of the day by one click. She want to clean her inbox folder. Clean means what if the main subject content is, I want to move to this inbox. If this email subject content, instead of manually, she's doing it. She did by this automation. End of the day, you see, every day I'm getting thousands of emails, means all thousands of emails. I don't want to keep it in inbox. I want to maintain the proper folder structure. If I want to proper mail convince, I need to manually do that. What they did, they created one bot. And then by clicking one button, it automatically moved that email to the specific folder. See, now let us take this. All these many emails are there. Now one thing I'll do, what is that? I have a folder name for personal folder. Now imagine this is all my personal folders. I want to move all the email with subject. Let me go to your iPad. I'm reading the top. I'm not specifying it. Where is my Get Outlook message? See, I'm just changing into 30. I'm just giving 30. And I'll uncheck this option. Now how many emails it reads? But I want to. I don't know where the emails will be there, but it will be in the top 30. But I don't want to pick all the 30 emails. I want to pick up only the email with specific subject content called welcome. What I'm going to do, I'm reading the email by using the activity called Get Outlook message. Then I'm used. How many emails it read? Now in the 30 emails, I don't want to read all the 30 emails. I want to pick up only the email with specific subject content called welcome. What I do in the inside the for each, I'm going to use activity called if condition. What I'm going to do, I'm going to write current item dot subject equal to welcome. That's got it. You can see equal to me. It is search for welcome. But I want to see what we did. Welcome mail I gave. What we will do with instead of giving equal to welcome. You can see there is a word called content. Content what welcome. That's it. What happened? Which are the emails? See, it is reading how many emails? 30 minutes. But I'm not reading going through all the 30 minutes. Which mail money? I'm checking content welcome. What I will do? I would add. Let me remove this sales part. I don't want the sales part. Let us cut this action. I want only the what I want. I want only this then part. In the then part, what I will do? I will make I just put this message box. I'm moving the message. Welcome email. And then what I'm doing? I want to move that. What I will do? I will make the email as you understood daily. I don't want to delete it. And what I want to do is move to another folder. Yes, what we can do, we can go to the command. You can see there is an activity command got move message. Where I'm moving it. I'm moving the current item, moving then current item, but I'm going to move it. I'm going to move it into inbox. Inbox spelling if it's a case sensitive. You should be very careful. It's an inbox, small letter, and the inbox I want to move it to which folder? Personal folder. I will give it as inbox/personal. PER Sona got it. In the last postcard. Now let's switch off the email. It will move the email which having a specific subject content called let me disable this activity. Delete made. Also I'll disable it. Now let's go on. It is really time. You see, I'm reading top 30 emails, but which email message I'm getting it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 emails we have a subject. Now let's go and see whether that all can you see there is no welcome email. Where it is gone, it goes to personal. This is all very simple, straightforward activity. No need to think too much also. If you want to, you saw that reply. And if you want to save the email, you can save the email also. Can you see? Say Outlook, but remember all this activity should come inside this C. After moving it, I want to save it in my local mission. You can give the same Outlook. You can give the current item. You can give it the folder name with name you want to save it. This is optional. To give the file name, it will save it with the same value. What I will do, I'll choose it. Somewhere in my desktop. We will go on to it under. Where is my email automation in the email automation? I'll keep it. What do we have? Any email with subject called welcome? I don't think. One thing we do, you will send me. We'll send an email. Now you will get. Now let's go on. One email, we got it. Now you can see that it is saved in that. It tried successfully. When you go to the project folder, where we can open the project folder, go to the project tab, project folder. You can see, can you see? Welcome email is saved here. If you want to save it, you can save it also. Got it, got it. I understood. All this activity delete Outlook, you understood. Get Outlook is for reading an email. Mark email, move email. If you want to set up a trigger to watch the incoming outpay message, that much the other. That is not required for you. It might look save Outlook, send Outlook. And if you want to set, you'll see after reading the email you want to set the category. That also you can do it. What you can do it is make current item. And what category is that? Also, you can filter. But remember, except send email, other activities should be inside the loop. We cannot directly do it. Well, that means if you want to delete the email means without reading the emails you cannot delete. First you need to read an email, then you have to use a loop command. Then you need a loop command. You can do delete or you can move or you can reply or you can save or you can delete. You can change the status like this. All this activity you can do it. This is about reach out. This is about Outlook. I got. This is for Outlook. Now I totally know that is I map this for. Let me go to the notepad. I map this for which activity? Reading the email. Can you see? Get IMAP message. Now one thing I want to tell you, now only the Gmail, the new feature they added separately, directly Gmail and output they created. If you want to connect with your Gmail, you can connect with the Gmail also. But I think no other organization using Gmail. Everybody is using Outlook. I want to understand. You understood how to work with Outlook. Correct. Now you may be thinking of Angela, if my Outlook is not installed. See, every time I cannot see you're creating a bonnet jet. You want to run your process in some virtual machine. Do you think that they will configure email upon it? It's easy too. It is more secureable. No, it's not. Your main message will be in some VM machine means VM machine. They cannot do it. Now you may be thinking of Angela. Can I use Outlook without Outlook installation? Got it. In that cases, you can use either. You can use a map for getting the email and SMTP for sending an email. One example sequence. Sending email with water code SMTP. Simple mail transfer protocol. Now for sending this SMTP email. Again, no need to matter. You have to configure all the details. You need to send your server post name, your iPhone number, your email ID, all the details you need to give it here. Can you see the server name, port number? What is your which log of which server you want to log on, to whom you want to send an email, CC copy. Can you see many properties on it? But what is an advantage of this? If I use Outlook, what is a prerequisite? It should be installed. But here it is not installed, it is not required. You can give all the details. See, for example, I want to, but one thing you should know about this. You need to know your server post for Outlook. You need to know the server post for Outlook. Can you see a POPREPM's message for Outlook? Which one are you using? T. This is our server name. You need to use SMTP mail Outlook.com. And one more thing, the port number can be changed. Sometimes some company will have 587. Some will have 435 or something. Some people will have port number 25. That you need to check with your technical team. I'm just using it. Control C. Let me go to my UiPath. Where is my server? Detail. When you go up, can you see the server name? I need to give that Control B. And then what is the port number we gave? Now what is the? You understood the port number and this one you understood. Now what is the body of the email? Again, I'll just give welcome mail. What is the body of the email? I need to type here. What I need to put it in? Double quote is Amangula. Welcome to UiPath. To whom you want to send it, you can send it. I'll send it to myself. What is the subject of the email? Welcome email. You can fill some important details here. We filled our port number. We filled our server name. Now here you need to give the email, your email ID from which server you want to email it. But one thing I'll teach here, that email ID and password you have to compulsory give it. I'm just keeping my email ID, to which email ID Angela dot. You can give the password. Once we enter, the password come down. You can use, I think already to be filled in, but you want to send the sender name from. See, server may be different, but you want to use a different email account that then you have to give from unnamed. Got? I just sent that. I'm just giving the sender name is myself, only no. I'm giving my or you can use a different email account also. What is the name? Name is Manjula. Now I need to set my password. Now you understood all the parameter body of the email, subject of the email port number, and this one I think SMTP that I gave properly. That should not be any space. smp-main.outlook.com. You have to enter the credential dictate. And from see this credential detail is from which server you want to send an email. Got it. The email server address, know that you need to give it a day. This may be from different email account. Also, you can set. Then the file. It is not connecting to the server quickly. Let me run again. It's a timing out. Can you see it is not connecting to my server? It is taking a lot of time to connect with the server. That's only the operation time, but I'm getting it. If you're using pub means we have to use Outlook Office Come. Authentication. I'm sorry. I have authentication now. Through mobile, we need to authenticate when you're sending the email. That authentication, I'm getting an error. But you understood smtp.authentication. See, now, instead of using this, I can use Gmail account also. What I will do, instead of using Outlook here, I will do smtp.gmail.com. The same port, number 1 is, the server name will change. What is my email? Now my email ID also will change. What is my email ID? UiPathTrainer@gmail.com. And the password is, what is the password? My password. That's, but I will. Can I do home? Let's done that. This at least Gmail is not authentic. Application specific, what's the password? A, correct. Only no, this is my. The one thing I do, I'll change here. Also my Gmail account. Application specific password. I gave. I'm just sending to my ID. That is not a problem. But why it is doing? Password is wrong. You have different account. That password is correct. It's telling that password is wrong. Application specific password. Make it security authentication exception. Authentication is not required for this. Why it is giving authentication? Esmond Jamaica. I've correct. What is this authentication? Application specific password required. Correct. Only know my password is correct. Passport is corrected. Staying password wrong. Let's turn the bottom. Oh, it's executed. Now what happened? No, we are giving this authentication to be authentication. You remember that now, even in our Outlook, if you want to log in, we have that Microsoft Authenticated. That password, we need to enter it, even for your Outlook also. Now for Gmail I did. Then are you? I don't want to do it. I cannot close it also. Something for working with SMTP. Or the same thing as it. Instead of using your SMT Gmail we'll use Outlook. And generate password. Even if you go to Microsoft account, that is generate a password. Is there that you need to set it and you have to give that password. Got it? Got it, got it. But what is the advantage of this SMTP? SMTP Outlook is not required. It all automatically read from your in your mission. You now need to install Outlook in that mission where you are running about. This is for sending an email. And another thing is how do I read Outlook email again? The same thing, you can use IMAP. Get. Got it. Get. When I'm using get IMAP, I'll just add it. Same thing. Can you see it? I can IMAP. You have to use this. What are the things? Can you see that which mail you want to read it? What is the port number? The port number for reading the email. No. I think it's an integer data type. No need to put it in double quotes. No, 3, you have not put it. And then what is the server? Again, I need to use double quotes SMP. Make. And then you have to give the email ID, which email ID? UiPath trainer may come. And what is the password? The generated password. We did know that password. And anything else? After reading the email, if you want to delete the message, means you can delete it. And then you want to make the email as straight. You can do this. You want read only and read message, the same option. How many emails you want to get? What will happen? This will store and go on Control K. My Gmail message. Now what we will do it? Let me disable this activity. I just sending an email will disable it. Get Outlook. You understood? The same thing. Let our Outlook only. But one thing is now what I will do out. Read the image for each. What you will do here. My Gmail message. Now you can use message box. Whatever you want to do, it no. If you want to delete a message, message box. What do you want to do? Current item. Dot subject. I'm printing the subject. Not in a jet. This is one, get a map. If you want to move the time map, you can move it. But there is no delete email. There is no delete. But while reading the email, if you have some attachment, you have to use the command called save attachment. Suppose if you have that current item that you want to save it. Suppose that may contain some attachment. That may give the main content some attachment where you want to download that attachment, the part you need to give. Now, I don't want. I think my mail doesn't have any subject. Let's go on that. See just security. Streamline. It is reading all the humans. From email, it is reading the same thing. You can use it for the Outlook also. You can say, but this is a very important topic because the reason is after working with the staff, you want to send an email about the reports. As a part of automation, after automating all the process, at the end you want to send an email or you want to send the report for that. We use this activity. Got it? It is reading the top 30 emails. It is reading it. If you want to stop running the bot, go there and click stop. We saw both Outlook email message, IMAIL message, and SMT message. But if you want to use POP3, but remember what is the POP3? It's similar like your IMAP only. Get IMAP only. But only thing is, IMAP will read from the server. Or POP3 will read from the client. But remember, your server should be enabled with POP3. If your server is not enabled, the default they won't allow it. POP3, they won't allow it. You need to use only SMTP and IMAP because that are more secure. We saw about get IMAP, delete Outlook, get Outlook, mark Outlook, move Outlook, reply to Outlook, save Outlook. send Outlook. And then get POP3 email message. Get POP3 email message. Send sent email message. Save attachment. If you want to save the email message, you can save the email message also. The next activity is about PDF. Suppose if you want to extract, read the data from that PDF, or you want to split the document, for that we can use this PDF automation. PDF is for reading the text from the PDF, converting PDFs and image, setting the password for the PDF, that is called set password. That is very important concept. Especially this, I can tell you good example is for banking application. By end of the month we are getting our e-statement from our bank. And then they will attach the PDF file. And then when you open the PDF file, it will ask you the password, your date of birth, and the bank number, something like that. Do you think that some person will be sitting there and they'll take each PDF file and protect the password? No, of course. No, that is default. It will be automated. An example, let us take our HR processing. When you are getting your salary slip, now everything is on portal. But still, even they upload the portal. When you download your salary slip, you cannot open it directly. It will ask you the password. Yes or no? Do you think that each HR people, they set the password for each and every PDF file? They automate this process. Now let us take the PDF file. Let me go to the home, create a process. I'm going to PDF automation. PDF automation. I'll change the folder name to. Now, when you go to the PDF activity, let's go to the project. Now when I go on each project, then you go on search PDF. Ajit, can you see any PDF automation? Because the reason is Ajit. When you go to the project, you can see the default packages are there. What are the default packages are there? When you go and see, you can see Excel activity, mail activity, system activity, UI automation testing activity. But if you want to work with database package or if you want to work with PDF packages, you won't have it. You cannot access directly. Go to the manage packages. Go to all the packages. I think you remember I told you. You need to search for PDF UiPath. I'm adding it, installing it. When you go to the activity tab and you search PDF, can you see list of activities and the PDF? What are the command we have? You can convert PDF as image. You can extract image from the PDF. And you can read the data from the PDF with the page numbers with page range. If you want to know how many pages are there in the PDF, for that we can use get PDF page count. And you want to merge multiple PDF files as a single PDF file, then you can use join PDF file. Manage DF. Manage PDF means setting the password. And if you want to read the PDF text, that also you can do it. I just sometimes PDF will contain images. Yes or no? If you want to read, extract the text from the images means see. Reading the text from images is very difficult when you use this command. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel. For more information, contact us sales@uptalk.com.